Once upon a time, in a bustling marketplace nestled amidst the Himalayas, lived a young flower seller named Maya. Maya had a smile as bright as the marigolds she sold, but underneath it all, a seed of self-doubt had sprouted. Every time a customer admired her flowers but chose the ones from the stall next door, Maya's stomach would twist. Maybe my flowers aren't as beautiful, she'd whisper to herself. Perhaps I'm not as good a seller. One day, a gentle old monk entered her stall, seeking a lotus flower for meditation. Maya, as usual, felt a pang of insecurity as she presented the flower. The monk, with eyes filled with kindness, noticed her hesitation. "Little one," he said, his voice like the rustling of leaves, "why do you seem troubled?" Maya, surprised by the monk's keenness, poured out her heart. "Everyone seems to prefer the flowers from the other stall," she confessed, tears welling up in her eyes. "Maybe I'm not good enough." The monk smiled softly and plucked a single marigold from her collection. "This flower," he began, holding it up to the sunlight, "is just as beautiful as the lotus. Each flower, like each person, has its own unique qualities." He continued, "Your flowers, like you, hold the essence of the sun and the earth. They bring joy and color to people's lives. You, Maya, have a kind heart and a gentle spirit. These are just as valuable as any other quality." Maya listened intently, a seed of hope blossoming within her. The monk continued, "The teachings of the Buddha tell us about something called metta, which translates to loving kindness. It's about extending kindness and compassion not just to others, but also to ourselves." He explained, "Just like you wouldn't criticize a wilting flower, you shouldn't berate yourself for perceived shortcomings. Instead, practice self-compassion. Accept yourself as you are, flaws and all. Nurture your strengths and acknowledge your progress, just as a gardener tends to their plants." The monk's words resonated deeply with Maya. She realized that she had been holding herself to an impossible standard, comparing her journey to someone else's destination. From that day on, Maya embarked on a journey of self-love. Instead of criticizing herself, she began to appreciate all parts of herself, flaws and strengths alike. She started reminding herself of her good qualities, her helpful nature, and the positive impact she brought to people's lives with her flowers. She also acknowledged her struggles and imperfections with kindness, understanding that they were part of the human experience. It wasn't always easy. Doubts still crept in from time to time, but Maya had learned to acknowledge them without judgment and redirect her thoughts towards self-compassion. She began practicing mindfulness meditation, observing her thoughts and emotions without getting attached to them. This helped her understand her self-worth wasn't based on external validation, but on her inherent human nature. As Maya continued on her path of self-love, something remarkable happened. Her confidence bloomed like the flowers she tended. She started offering helpful suggestions to customers, combining different blooms with creativity and sharing stories about their origin. People were drawn to her genuine warmth and the unique beauty she created with her flowers. Slowly but surely, her stall became a popular destination in the market. One sunny afternoon, a familiar face appeared. It was the old monk, his eyes twinkling with amusement. "Your flowers seem happier today, Maya," he said with a smile. Maya beamed, her heart overflowing with gratitude. "Thank you, wise monk," she replied. "I am learning to love and appreciate myself, just like you taught me." The monk nodded, his smile widening. "Remember, Maya," he said, "true happiness and success come from nurturing the garden within, not by comparing it to the flowers in another's field." With those words, the monk turned and walked away, leaving Maya to watch him disappear into the bustling crowd. Maya stood tall, a single marigold tucked behind her ear, a symbol of her own unique beauty and the blossoming journey of self-love. The seed of doubt had been replaced by a flower of self-acceptancy, ready to bloom for all the world to see.